All right, question number 8. The year is still, it's still May 2023. Question number 8, it says complete the table for the function y is equal to minus x squared plus x plus 7. Where to complete the table. All right, so we have a table of values and some of the y values are missing. To determine the y values, we're gonna have to use the equation. Y is equal to minus x squared plus x plus 7. I'm going to say when x is equal to minus 3, y would be equal to minus 3 squared plus minus 3 plus 7. This is going to work out to be minus 9 minus 3 plus 7, which works out to be minus 5, I think. So the number here is minus 5. Now the value of y when x is 1, when x is minus 1 is also missing. So I'm going to say when x is equal to minus 1, y would be equal to minus 1 squared plus minus 1 plus 7. Minus 1 squared is minus 1. And positive plus minus 1 is still minus 1 plus 7. This is minus 2 plus 7, which is 5. So the value here is 5. The value of x when y is 1 is missing. So when x is 1, we get y is equal to minus 1 squared plus 1 plus 7, which is minus 1 plus 1 plus 7. So the value here is 7. So the number here is 7. Now, if we look and follow the pattern of the numbers, I'm guessing that we should be able to see that when x is 3, y is going to be equal to 1. All right, so now that we have our table of values, our completed table of values, we can turn the page and see what's coming next. So next we're told, on the grid below, draw the graph of y is equal to minus x squared plus x plus 7 for values of x from minus 3 to positive 4. So let's plot our values. When x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to minus 5. So that is here. When x is minus 2, y is equal to positive 1. That's here. When x is minus 1, y is 5. That's here. When x is 0, y is 7. When x is 1, y is still 7. When x is 2, y is 5. When x is 3, y is 1. And when x is 4, y is minus 5. All right, so we have all our points. All we have to do now is to draw our graph. All right, so we're going to draw our graph. And we're going to be careful. With each movement of our hand, we want to try and go through as many points as possible. We want to draw in the graph, try not to follow the pencil point with your eye. Just look where you're going. I have an undo function. You might not have that. All right, and you try and draw the best graph that you can draw. Being the perfectionist I'm going to draw over that last side. All right. Still not perfect, but I'm going to work with this. All right, so the first thing we're asked to do, so after we draw a graph, obviously you must label your graph. So this is the graph of y is equal to minus x squared plus x plus 7. We're asked to write down the coordinates of the maximum point. The maximum point on the graph is about here. And I'm putting that about 7.3. So my maximum point is a half, x is a half, and y is equal to 7.3. So the vertical line through the graph is x is equal to a half, and the value of y at the maximum point is about 7.3. So I'm going that my maximum point is a half, 7.3. Next, we're asked to write down the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. Now, the axis of symmetry is the vertical line through the turning point. So this would be my axis of symmetry. It's the vertical line through the turning point. And we already labeled it already. It is the line x is equal to a half. So write down the equation of the axis of symmetry. My axis of symmetry is x is equal to a half. It says, use your graph to find the solution of minus x squared plus x plus 7 is equal to 0. All right, let's go back up. We're looking at our graph. Now, the solution of minus x squared plus x plus 7 is equal to 0. The solution of that equation, the solutions are the x-intercepts. So my solution will be here and here. And looking at it, it looks like x is about 2.2 and x is about, I would say, around 3.25, 2.2 and 3.25. So, but here's something. Whenever you use graph to solve an equation, you have to draw the graph of the left-hand side, minus x squared plus x plus 7, already draw. And you have to draw the graph of the right side, y is equal to 0. So the y is equal to 0 is the y-axis. Now, the solution of the equation are the values of x where the two graphs meet. The two graphs meet here, where x is minus 2.2, and they meet here, where x is, I would say, approximately 3.25. So my solutions would be x would be equal to minus 2.2, or x is equal to positive 3.25. Now, when you draw your graph, your answers might be slightly different from mine, but it should not be very different. It shouldn't be, way out there different. It says on the grid on page 24, we're to draw a line through the points -3, 1, -3, -1, and 0, 8. So -3, 1, which is here, and 0, 8, which is here. We're asked to draw a line through these 2 points. So it's a straight line, so you would need your ruler. All right. I'm not using a ruler, but I have the means. So I'm gonna draw it like that, using it's -3. Oh, I just messed it up a bit, but I can fix that. It wasn't 3, 1, it's -3, -1. So that would put me here. All right, and 0, 8 is correct. Draw a straight line through the 2 points using your ruler. So that would have me looking like that. All right, and it looks like that line is tangential to the graph of the quadratic function at the point -1, 5. So we just draw the line. Now we're asked to determine the equation of the line. So here's a little coordinate geometry. It's a straight line, and we're asked to determine the equation of the line. So for coordinate geometry, the equation of a linear graph, it's in the form y is equal to mx plus c. If I want to determine the equation of a linear graph, I need to know, sorry, I have 2, that should be c. I need to know the gradient m, and I must know the y-intercept c. Well, the y-intercept c, that's easy, it's 8. The y-intercept is where the graph cuts the y-axis. Now I need the gradient. I have 2 points. I have -3, -1, and I have 0, 8. Those are my 2 points. So if I call this x1, y1, and x2, y2, I can say m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. M, the gradient is 8 minus -1 over 0 minus -3. Minus is a plus, so 8 plus 1 is 9. And at the bottom, 0 plus 3 is 3. So my gradient m is equal to 3. So the equation of the line through -3, -1, and 0, 8 is y is equal to gradient, which is positive 3x plus the y-intercept, which is 8. So the equation of the line through -3, 1, the straight line through -3, -1, and 0, 8 is y is equal to 3x plus 8.